Morning students, Sairam, this is Megha Miss here and we are going to continue with our lesson number 3, that is chemical reactions and equations. This is our session 2 students. Now in the last sessions we have seen about the chemical reaction you saw, what is a physical change, chemical change, how to write a word equation, how to write chemical formulas, then using those chemical formulae, how you can write a chemical reaction, a chemical equation, how you can balance a chemical equation, many things we studied last session and I hope you have went through that session. Okay, so we'll proceed with this session today and the next part which we are going to see student, that is about the types of chemical reactions. Okay, before that we will see this part. We saw that in a chemical reactions, reactants get converted into the new substances called as products. Yes, we have seen this in the last session as well. During this, some chemical bonds in the reactants break and some new chemical bonds are formed so as to transform the reactants into the products. Okay, so during this, some chemical bonds are breaking students in the reactants and some new bonds are formed when the products are formed. Okay, so now we will see about the types of chemical reactions. The first type of reaction students we are going to see, that is combination reaction. Now when two or more reactants combine in a reaction to form a single product, it is called a combination reaction. Okay students, so when two or more reactants, they are combining together students and only one single product you get, that time we called it as combination reaction. Okay, you can see the example which I have given here. 2 Mg which is in solid plus O2 which is in gas gives you formation of 2 MgO which is magnesium oxide, which we also called it as white ash. Okay, so here students, two reactants, they combine. 2 Mg and O2 are the reactants which have combined and one single product you have got, that is magnesium oxide. Okay, now second part is decomposition reaction. This is the second type of reaction. Now the chemical reaction in which two or more products are formed from a single reactant is called decomposition reaction. Okay students, so calcium carbonate you can see, CaCO3, in presence of heat it gets divided, I can say, into calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so you are getting two products here student and you have a single reactant. Okay, same way you can see the second example students, sugar C12H22O11 in presence of heat, means when you are heating the sugar, it is breaking down into carbon, that is 12 carbon atoms plus 11 H2O molecules. Okay, so such type of reaction students, we will call it as decomposition reaction. Okay, now the next part is we are going to see the electrolysis of water, which you have already studied. Okay, now we have studied in the previous standard that water decomposes into hydrogen and oxygen gases on passing electric current through acidylated water. This decomposition takes place by means of electrical energy. Therefore, this is called as electrolysis. Okay students, you have studied this before also. You are having water, 2H2O in the reaction, electrical energy is passed, you get it as the products, what you get is 2H2 hydrogen gas, I will say, because a arrowhead which is pointing upward is shown, plus O2, okay, oxygen gas. So this is again a type of a decomposition reaction. Okay students, you can see here the diagram for the electrolysis. You can see you have the two yellow color are the electrodes. At one electrode you will see hydrogen gases evolved. In another electrode you will see oxygen gases evolved. One is negative, one is positive, which is attached to a cell. Okay student, so I hope this part is clear to you. Okay, we will proceed. The third type of reaction students is the displacement reaction. Now the reaction in which the place of the ion of the less reactive element in a compound is taken by another more reactive element by formation of its own ions is called displacement reaction. Okay, we'll just see a reaction example here. Zinc, you can see students, Zn plus copper sulfate, CuSO4. Now this zinc takes the place of copper and hence the zinc sulfate is formed, and copper you will get it in the solid state. Okay students, copper ions you will get. So here again I'll read the equation. The equation is Zn plus CuSO4 gives you ZnSO4 plus Cu. Okay students, so this is a type of a displacement reaction. Okay, the fourth one we are going to study students, that is double displacement reaction. Now the reaction in which the ions in the reactants are exchanged to form precipitate are called double displacement reaction. So simple students, you will remember, in double displacement reaction precipitate will be formed. Okay, so you can see here the reaction, you have barium sulfate, that is BaSO4 plus potassium chromate is taken. You get the formation of barium chromate, which is a precipitate, and you get the formation of potassium sulfate. Okay, so B has taken the place of K2, that is okay, and you get formation of BaCrO4 and K2SO4. Okay students, so I hope this part is also clear. Okay, so now the next part we are going to study students, that is the endothermic and exothermic processes. Okay, we have studied 4 different types of chemical reactions now. Okay, combination, decomposition, displacement and double displacement reaction. You have to learn by heart the definition and remember one example. Okay, now we are proceeding towards endothermic and exothermic processes. Procedure, we are going to do some small experiments students to understand what is this endothermic and exothermic process. Now from the thermic word only you must have understood, it is related to heat. Okay, now procedure, what we are going to do is take 100 ml water in each of the 2 plastic bottles. I am taking 2 plastic bottles, in that I am adding 100 ml water. Plastic being insulator of heat, the dissipation of heat can be prevented. Okay, means heat will not go out from the bottle or come inside the it will not help the whatever the heat is there, it will be not going lot of outside or not come more in inside. Okay, because plastic is a insulator. Note the temperature of water in the bottles. Put 5 gram potassium nitrate in the bottle and shake well. So first bottle I have put 5 grams potassium nitrate. Second bottle students, what I am going to do, I am going to put 5 grams of sodium hydroxide. Okay, in the another bottle. Both the bottles I will shake, solutions will be formed, and I will note down the temperature of both the bottles now. Okay, now in the first bottle the process of dissolution of potassium nitrate took place, while in the second bottle the process of dissolution of sodium hydroxide took place. As per your observation, which one is exothermic process and which one is an endothermic process? Now students, will see our observations. During the process of the dissolution of KNO3 in water, heat from the surroundings is absorbed. As I have not covered the bottle, heat from outside has been absorbed by the solution students, and therefore the temperature of the resulting solution is less. The process in which heat is absorbed from outside, because lot of heat was not cannot be taken in, as plastic was also there, so less amount only it took from outside, but yes, as the heat is absorbed from the surrounding students, it is called as endothermic process. Okay, now when the solid NaOH is dissolved in water, heat is given out, and therefore the temperature increases of the bottle. The process in which heat is given out are called exothermic processes. Okay students, so I hope you understood. Endothermic process means the heat is absorbed in the reaction. Exothermic process, heat is given out in the reaction. Okay, now endothermic and exothermic reactions. We saw now processes, same is of the reactions also, same definition. Now there is an exchange of heat in the chemical reactions as well. Accordingly, some chemical reactions are exothermic while some other are endothermic. During exothermic chemical reaction, heat is given away when reactants are formed into the products, while during endothermic chemical reaction, heat is either absorbed from the surrounding or has to be supplied continuously from outside. Okay, so you have to remember both the definitions. Okay, student. For example, you see the example, calcium carbonate plus heat gives you formation of calcium oxide plus CO2 gas. So this is an endothermic reaction, as we have to heat calcium carbonate, then only you get the formation of the two products. Okay. Next one, if you see, calcium oxide plus water gives you formation of CaOH twice plus heat is given out. Okay, plus heat is written in the product. That means heat is given out in this reaction and hence it is a exothermic reaction. Okay students, so I hope you understood both the process, endothermic and exothermic reactions. Okay, now we will see rate of chemical reaction. Now some examples. Cooking gas starts burning on ignition. Iron article undergoes rusting. Erosion of rocks takes place to form soil. Alcohol is formed on mixing yeast in glucose solution under proper condition. Effervescence is formed on adding baking soda into a test tube containing dilute acid. A white precipitate is formed on adding dilute sulfuric acid to barium chloride solution. Okay student. Now if you see this students, these examples what I read out, in this some reactions they are very quick, some reactions take lot of time. Yes, so it is related with the some reactions in the nature they are fast reactions and some reactions they are the slow reactions. Okay, if I take an example, two examples I'll explain. If I take iron article undergoes rusting. Yes student, in one day iron article doesn't get rusted, it will take lot of time, means it is a type of a slow reaction. Okay, but if you see the first example only, cooking gas starts burning on ignition, yes, immediately it will start burning, so it is a type of a fast reaction. Okay, so see here, it can be seen from the above examples that some reactions are completed in short time, that is occurs rapidly, while some other require long time for completion, that it occurs slowly. It means that the rate of different reactions is different. Okay students, so all the reactions they have got different rate of the chemical reactions. Okay, so the same reactions occurs at different rate on changing the conditions. If I change their conditions, yes, the reaction rate may also change. For example, during winter, long time is required for setting milk into the curd, while at the higher temperature during summer, the rate of setting of milk increases and the curd is formed early. Okay, so if I change here students the temperature, if I am changing, you saw that when the setting of milk to the curd, the process to occur also, the rate at which that process occurs is also different. Okay, so if I change some parameters students, yes, I can make a slow reaction also as a fast reaction. Okay students, so we have come to the end of the today's session. So today we studied about students, we saw the types of chemical reactions. You will remember we saw about combination reaction, decomposition reaction, double displacement reaction we saw, endothermic reactions, exothermic reactions we have seen. Yes, then we studied about the rate of chemical reaction, that is all the reactions, some may occur at a faster rate, some may occur at a slow rate. Okay, but if you change the parameters, we have seen example of temperature, then you can change the rate of the reaction. Okay, so I hope whatever part we have done today you have understood. You will go through it properly. We'll meet in the next presentation. Thank you. Sairam. Take care.